In this video, you're going to learn how to stop seeking social approval as an athlete. Hey there, I'm Eli Straw, mental performance coach and the founder of SuccessStartsWithin.com. Now, before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're an athlete looking to improve your mental game. We put out new videos each day on sports psychology and mental training. Now, when you're seeking social approval in sports, this leads to performance anxiety, fear of failure, and low confidence. The reason it leads to those is because you want to perform well so that other people see you as a good player. But more than that, when you need this social approval, you need them to see you as a good player. So then what happens is you become fearful of making mistakes, because if you make a mistake, it means somebody else isn't going to see you as a good player. You also become anxious to perform well because you really need their approval. What happens when you start to focus solely on other people for your validation as a player is your confidence becomes fragile. Because if they think, or in your mind, you think that they think you're a good player, then you can feel confident. But if you don't get that external recognition or that validation, then you're not as confident in yourself. What you want to do is regain control of that. You want to make sure that your confidence comes from yourself, that you are judging yourself as an athlete. To do this, there's a 4-step strategy that really helps. Step number 1 is you want to identify your negative beliefs. Make a list of all the current negative beliefs you have about yourself and your game. Step 2 is you want to change your narrative. Changing your narrative means changing the way that you see yourself. And there's 2 ways that you can do this. Number 1 is going to be through some self-talk. Self-talk refers to how you think and how you speak to yourself. What you can do is you can look back over that list of negative beliefs and you can think, all right, what would be an inverse of this, right? What would be an alternative that if I said that to myself, it would increase my own worth as a player and it would increase my self-confidence? And then you create that list. Then what you do is you begin repeating that list to yourself on a daily basis. The other part of changing your narrative involves using some visualization to see yourself succeed. Visualization just involves seeing yourself performing in your mind. Let's imagine that you're a tennis player and you want to improve your confidence in your serves. What you could do is visualize yourself serving over and over again, and you really see yourself do that serve well, and that's going to boost your trust and your confidence in yourself to be able to serve. By changing your narrative through self-talk and visualization, slowly that's going to build your self-confidence and your worth within yourself as an athlete. And then if you truly believe that you have the skills to succeed, you're not going to be looking for external validation as much. Step number 3 is you want to identify your strengths. The reason that you want to identify your strengths is because it is very easy to brush over the things that you do well in your sport. It's much easier to look at your weaknesses. Now, you look at your weaknesses because you want to improve them. You want to turn them into strengths. But what honestly happens is if you're only focused on the things that you don't do that well in your sport, that's going to lower your confidence. What you want to do is begin focusing more on the things you do well, and those are your strengths. So just like you identified your negative beliefs, go ahead and make a list of all your strengths, and then what you can do is just reflect on them every single day. That doesn't mean you're not improving on your weaknesses, but you're also giving attention to your strengths so that it boosts your confidence. And step number 4 is you want to set small challenges for yourself. One of the best ways to improve your self-worth is seeing yourself succeed. And you can give yourself the opportunity to see yourself succeed by setting some small challenges for yourself. So that's the 4-step process that you can use to build your self-worth as an athlete. And if you have stronger self-worth and more self-confidence, that's going to reduce the need for social approval within yourself. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about one-on-one mental performance coaching, go ahead and click the link that's in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of success in all that you do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We put out new videos each week on sports psychology and mental training. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about one-on-one mental performance coaching, head over to SuccessStartsWithin.com.